history for the Fever rookie.
Caitlin Clark took my advice. And, I'm not saying she's listening to me. I think this is just common sense. She's not joining that horrible league.
When the chance to join a flashy 3-on-3 league came knocking, Clark didn't just say no.
But she needs to use this offseason to energize her body, get a little bit stronger physically, and continually evolve her game.
But that's not all. With women's college basketball ratings plunging in her absence, the question must be asked, is Caitlin Clark the glue holding this game together?
What do you mean? Caitlin Clark is already playing professional basketball. She's the most hated player in the WNBA.
Meanwhile, golf stars seem to have found the blueprint for how superstars should be treated, and it's showing the WNBA just how far they still have to go. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the unstoppable force that is Caitlin Clark and the undeniable impact she's having on basketball and beyond. This version amps up the intrigue while leaving the audience eager to learn more about Caitlin Clark's influence and her significant decisions. Caitlin Clark was reportedly approached to join the emerging 3-on-3 Unrivaled League, an exciting new format aiming to shake up women's basketball. But Clark wasn't just intrigued. No? She shut it down with the kind of confidence that only a player who hits game-winning threes with ease could muster. This wasn't a casual maybe. This was a firm no, and it made a powerful statement. What's behind her decision? Could it be the timing? The league's vision? Or is Caitlin Clark just too focused on making her own rules in the basketball world? This version keeps the intrigue high and adds a sense of Caitlin Clark's dominance and decision-making power. Would you like further tweaks? Clark's stance is clear. She's committed to growing the traditional game. She doesn't see the need to step into gimmicky arenas when she's already pulling millions of eyeballs to WNBA courts. Her focus remains on leading the Indiana Fever, breaking records, and inspiring the next generation through 5-on-5 basketball. Her refusal sent a powerful message. Respect the game as it is. Clark knows her worth, and she's not afraid to demand the stage she deserves. Last season, college basketball had Caitlin Clark written all over it. From her jaw-dropping performances at Iowa to her fiery rivalry with Angel Reese, Clark wasn't just playing, she was rewriting the script for women's basketball. She brought a level of intensity, drama, and skill that made every game feel like a must-watch event. But fast forward to this season, and the numbers don't lie. Without Caitlin Clark lighting up the court, the excitement and the ratings have taken a massive hit. Take ESPN, for example. The same network that was once buzzing with coverage of Clark's every move now struggles to generate the same level of hype. It's not just about numbers, it's about what Clark brought to the table. Every deep three-pointer, every moment of fire on the court, every single victory wasn't just a highlight, it was an event. Caitlin Clark made women's basketball must-see TV. As the season goes on, it's becoming more and more obvious that Caitlin Clark wasn't just a player, she was a movement. Her presence on the court attracted casual fans and turned skeptics into lifelong believers in women's sports. But with her absence, that void is glaring and no one has been able to fill it. The numbers prove it, the energy proves it, and the fans prove it. Caitlin Clark is essential to the pulse of women's college basketball. And here's where it gets real for the WNBA. Take a look at golf. Golf is leading the charge in how to celebrate its superstars. From the red carpets at major tournaments to the lucrative sponsorship deals that keep rolling in, golf knows exactly how to elevate its icons. Now, let's take a step back and look at Caitlin Clark. Despite her meteoric rise in popularity, the WNBA and its partners have been slow to treat her like the megastar she is. Sure, Clark is making waves with her limitless basketball collection, but where's the league-wide marketing blitz to back her up? Where's the aggressive push to make her the next household name in sports? Clark is one of the most electrifying talents of her generation. But the WNBA's hesitation to put her front and center shows just how much catching up the league has to do. The takeaway is clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just missed. She's essential to the future of women's basketball. If golf can show the world how to treat its stars, then why isn't basketball doing the same? Caitlin Clark? She's not just another up-and-coming athlete. She's a once-in-a-generation talent that's rewriting the rule book. We're talking about a player who's changed the way we view women's basketball. It's not just her game, it's the energy, the buzz, the electrifying presence she brings every time she steps on the court. Look at the impact she's had, not just on the court, but off it. Her Limitless collection, selling out in record time, is proof of the cultural shift she's driving. People are watching her, not just for her skill, but for what she represents. She's changing the game, and still, there's this lingering question. Why isn't the world treating her like the star she is? Why isn't she getting the marketing blitz that other superstars from every sport get? Golf, for example, has learned how to treat its legends with VIP treatment, multi-million-dollar deals, and endless sponsorships. Caitlin Clark deserves that same attention. Fans of women's basketball have seen Caitlin Clark's brilliance up close. Her record-breaking performances, her unmatched scoring ability, and her ability to captivate audiences on and off the court. But what's often overlooked is the sheer magnitude of her influence beyond just the basketball world. Caitlin Clark isn't just another player in the league. She is fundamentally reshaping the very fabric of the game. From the way she plays to the way she carries herself, she's becoming an icon for an entire generation of basketball fans. But here's the crucial point. It's time for the WNBA to step up and fully embrace her star power. Clark isn't just a contributor to the game's growth, she is one of its primary drivers. Her presence doesn't just fill arenas, it fuels conversations about the future of the sport. The WNBA, at this critical juncture in its growth, has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build the future of women's basketball around her. This isn't about her being one of the many players in the league. It's about recognizing that Caitlin Clark could be the player to catapult the WNBA into a new era. The WNBA needs to offer her the platform and recognition she deserves. She isn't just another great talent, she's a game changer. We've seen how other sports, like golf, have embraced their stars, giving them the marketing power and the resources to truly become global icons. Golf stars get multi-million-dollar sponsorships, endless media coverage, and a platform that elevates them to a level of fame that transcends the sport. The WNBA should be doing the same for Caitlin Clark. With her ability to generate excitement and draw fans in, she has the potential to become the face of women's sports on the global stage. But the WNBA has to act now. The WNBA finds itself at a crossroads, with Caitlin Clark presenting an unparalleled opportunity to transform the league's landscape. This is not merely about boosting viewership or attendance, it's about establishing a lasting legacy for women's basketball on the global sports stage. Clark's talent, charisma, and ability to engage fans have already proven to be a magnet for attention, drawing eyes to the court like few others before her. What makes Clark unique is her multifaceted impact. She doesn't just rack up points, she creates moments. Those viral, unforgettable plays that dominate social media, fuel debates on sports shows, and make casual fans tune in. These moments are invaluable for a league still striving for the mainstream spotlight. If the WNBA wants to harness this momentum, it needs to adopt a forward-thinking approach, starting with marketing strategies that place Clark at the forefront. Beyond her current success, the league can build a narrative around her as the centerpiece of a new golden era for women's basketball. This could include partnerships with global brands, leveraging her image in ad campaigns, and integrating her story into the league's overall identity. But here's the crucial point. It's time for the WNBA to step up and fully embrace her star power. Clark isn't just a contributor to the game's growth, she is one of its primary drivers. Her presence doesn't just fill arenas, it fuels conversations about the future of the sport. The WNBA, at this critical juncture in its growth, has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build the future of women's basketball around her. This isn't about her being one of the many players in the league. It's about recognizing that Caitlin Clark could be the player to catapult the WNBA into a new era. The WNBA needs to offer her the platform and recognition she deserves. She isn't just another great talent, she's a game changer. We've seen how other sports, like golf, have embraced their stars, giving them the marketing power and the resources to truly become global icons. Golf stars get multi-million-dollar sponsorships, endless media coverage, and a platform that elevates them to a level of fame that transcends the sport. The WNBA should be doing the same for Caitlin Clark. With her ability to generate excitement and draw fans in, she has the potential to become the face of women's sports on the global stage. But the WNBA has to act now.